This is Twit.
Twitter changed its policy for blocking accounts yesterday, then quickly changed it back. The new policy would have allowed blocked users to continue to see and interact with the accounts that blocked them. However, it was supposed to be a fancy way of hiding the fact that they had been blocked. After a backlash of anger against the policy change, Twitter decided to revert back to the original policy and said on a blog post that they would continue to explore features designed to protect users from abuse and prevent retaliation.
Watch out, Intel. Here comes Google. An anonymous source tells Bloomberg that Google's considering designing its own ARM server processors. Intel currently controls more than 95% of the market for chips in servers that use PC processors. But by using its own designs, Google could control interactions between hardware and software more effectively. And Google is currently Intel's 5th largest customer, makes it a little bit more interesting. That's according to Bloomberg's supply chain analysis, and spends at least $500 million on Intel server chips each year.
Microsoft's been mulling over its next CEO for a while, but it's not going to be Steve Mollenkopf because he's going to head up Qualcomm as its CEO. Mollenkopf, who has a very difficult name for me to pronounce, was the COO of Qualcomm, and a Bloomberg report pegged him as a potential replacement for Steve Ballmer. Mollenkopf replaces Paul Jacobs as CEO. Jacobs will become the chairman of Qualcomm.
The U.S. FCC voted on Thursday to launch a public review of the ban of the use of mobile phones during airplane flights. For 22 years, phone calls have been banned on planes to prevent interference with ground-based cellular communication. However, those technological issues have largely been resolved. The social issue of hearing someone talking on a phone on a plane is not the province of the FCC, but is the area of another U.S. agency. The U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Anthony Fox said his agency might institute its own ban under its authority to protect aviation customers and workers.
A new study from web security firm Incapsula finds that over 60% of all internet traffic now comes from bots. That's automated software, which includes hacking tools, spammers, and search engine catalogers. And that's up 21% from 2012. 31% of bots are malicious, according to the study. But there's a little good news, at least. Spam bots decreased from 2% of internet traffic last year to 0.5% in 2013.
The Pirate Bay played domain switching game this week and has wound up in Peru at the piratebay.pe. A Pirate Bay spokesperson told Torrent Freak that a new system being developed will make domain names irrelevant and will lead to a rise in file sharing services. The new system is a BitTorrent-powered browser that will let users share files without hosting the file on a central server.
Google announced a change to the way its Gmail client will show images in incoming email messages. Instead of fetching the image directly from the server referenced in the message, Google will now cache the image on a server using its own secure proxy servers. There's some debate over how this might affect email marketers who put small images in email in order to track open rates. It seems the tracking might still work and maybe even be more accurate, but metadata like IP addresses, which lead to things like geolocation, would no longer work.
Aereo, the TV streaming service that uses remote miniature antennas to pull free over-the-air signals from broadcast networks like Fox, ABC, and NBC, is headed to the Supreme Court to battle those broadcasters that oppose its business model and have asked the court to appeal decisions made by the lower circuits, which ruled overwhelmingly in Aereo's favor. Aereo has now agreed with the opposition's petition for the Supreme Court to hear the case. They're like, yeah, let's do this. If Aereo wins, any Aereo-like technology would become irrelevant, at least in court, as Aereo would be deemed nationally legal.
The new generation of game consoles in the United States is selling great, but the video games themselves aren't. NPD released its numbers for the video game market sales in November. Overall, console sales were up 80% year over year on the strength of the launch of the Sony PS4 and Xbox One. Software sales, mostly meaning games, were down 41% year over year. Sony's PS4 did outsell the Xbox One in the month of November, but it was also on sale for one extra week over the Xbox. NPD also noted sales of Nintendo's 3DS rose 15% year over year on the strength of the game Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
The FIDO Alliance lined up a new ally, and it's none other than Microsoft. Microsoft will be a part of the Alliance's board of directors. FIDO aims to bring simplicity to authentication. The Alliance's board counts Google, Lenovo, PayPal, and others as its members.